Hello, dear Pisces. How are you feeling today? We've got the rose quartz crystal, and I feel like this is just ideal for today, being, just sending some unconditional love your way and support. I feel with the heart chakra right now, there may be a lot of feeling going on amongst us. So we're just going to check in with the energies and see what is happening here. Okay, we've got the Six of Swords, the Judgment card, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Wands. So we are in the full moon eclipse energy at the time of this reading. And it's election day. We've got Uranus in the mix. We've got Sun and Mercury, and then tomorrow we should be moving through where we've got the Sun and Uranus. So that, and I say it differently, I know, Uranus. And hopefully that will give us a bit of a breakthrough tomorrow. If there's been any tension today that you're feeling, I'm going to say globally, but I feel very much right now, if you're in North America, the feeling is very intense, okay? With the Six of Swords and the Judgment card, whatever you're moving away from, I feel that you're going to a place where you're more connected to the hopes that you have, to the dreams that you have. And that's something that you're really going after. And I think you've got some clarity there going, you know what, I'm ready to make this move. I feel like there's a new energy pushing on through. And when that happens, and as you start taking direction into that feel-good place, into alignment of your dreams and goals, because you've got the clarity on what that is now, because the Swords energy is about having that clarity, okay? It is about, what you're thinking, what's going on, and making that decision to move and to explore and to really go after what you want. You've got the Judgment in play, which I feel is about getting a result, getting confirmation on something that you have actually been seeking, that gets you closer towards where you want to go. In addition to the Judgment card, there's also this notion, right, that when we're moving on from something, there is also something that we have to accept. A decision that we made has an impact from the other side, from the other, aspect. So I feel a part of that is in the mix as well for you, whatever you've moved away from. But I feel like this is, a time where you get to be you, Pisces, okay? And if I haven't introduced myself, I'm sorry. I was really caught up in the energy. I'm Jamie. This is Soulvine Guidance, and welcome. Thank you for being here and appreciate your support. And, hopefully this gives you what you need for where you are right now. If this message doesn't resonate, it's obviously not connected to your energies at this time, but you can also check into the other readings. We try to do them Monday to Friday, and sometimes we do some bonuses on the weekend. So thanks for being here. But as we move into the Seven of Wands energy, this is also about taking a bold step forward, but a bold step forward in taking action towards what you want, having a belief and stance in what you want and going after it. What I like about this is that it's like you're connected on many levels here, Pisces. This is about your purpose, your passion, and the thoughts that come with this. You're really going after it I feel in a new way. I feel like it's interesting because as I connect with this card and the energies, I feel like you're still figuring out the direction and figuring out what you're doing, but you know where you're going. And I want you to know that's okay if you are feeling that, like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, or I don't know exactly what's happening. But I love that you have the courage. I love that you're challenging yourself, because this is a really important time to get closer towards your goals and your dreams. Now, with the King of Wands, it's like you're going from this challenging, going after, getting super uncomfortable energy. And I feel like you're moving into a place where you're highly motivated. You're highly, I feel like nothing is getting in the way of what you want. You've made, it's like you've declared, this is mine, and you've declared that you will do what you need to do to make it happen and make it come to life. But when you're in the King of Wands energy, what's wonderful about it is that you've got the recognition, you've got the results, and I feel that's what's happening. I feel you're going to start getting results very quickly, Pisces, okay? There's something special that's happening along this path for you, and like I said, I just feel like something's moving very quickly, and I think even too, you may be surprised yourself, because it's like challenge, 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 push, 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 go, 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 to all of a sudden, holy shit, I'm here. Like, whether it's the business, whether it's, you know, the home life, whether it's something that you wanted to create, something that you wanted to do, something you wanted to accumulate, it's like you went through the battle of putting all the pieces together to make it happen. Even though you weren't exactly sure how it was going to happen, you figured it out, because that's who you are, Pisces. You're very good at trusting your intuition and navigating, okay? And you have this inner wisdom that sometimes you probably don't even know, is going, how the hell do I know that? I just know it, right? And that's how you stepped into this King of Wands energy. You just made it happen, and you get the results. So this is really good, because this is really connected to your dreams, your purpose, your passion, based on how you started here with the Six of Swords. All right, Two of Swords energy. Thank you, Spirit. Well, I'm going to take them all. I just feel that that's what I need to do. So let's have a peek. And I feel like it's really connecting in to what we already shared here, Pisces. I'm going to read these to you, so just hang in there. All right. So I've got the Page of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands. And then here we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. And I'm still going to further clarify here, okay? But straight away, the energy I'm getting is there with this Page of Cups, in connecting with the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords, there was an opportunity that arose for you, Pisces, I feel. And this was about getting closer to what actually fills you up, getting you closer to what connects you to, I think, life, in a way that doing something that actually has meaning for you, okay? And you made a decision to move closer towards that. Maybe there was a love offer, a love opportunity. Maybe some of you are in a relationship and you've decided to move towards them, okay? And go after it. Or maybe for some of you even left it behind, but it was a decision and a choice that you had to make, because for you it was about getting closer to this heart-centered life, this heart-centered living, actually feeling happy and fulfilled. And that's what it is that you're going after, Pisces, and hence why this movement forward, this movement onto calmer, beautiful waters, where there's peace in mind, where there's a heart full, okay? But it's a decision that you had to make, and I don't think it was an easy one for you, but in the end it became pretty clear on what you needed to do. But with the Judgment and the Seven of Wands energy, I feel with this Eight of Swords in the mix here, if you haven't experienced this or are going through this right now, there's just this part of you that's like, what if I don't want to get this wrong? I really need this to work, and I really need this to pull off, like to happen, to come to life. And I think a part of it is that, like anything, we want things to move forward faster, because Pisces, I think there's been this long road for you of, is it coming? It's coming, it's coming, and nothing is coming, okay? And maybe you got little bits and pieces here and there, little doors open and opportunities, but nothing came to full fruition. And I think it's like, I really need this to come to life. I really need this to work. Like I'm holding on so tightly. I have belief, but I'm challenged in all this, because I feel alone. I feel I'm sometimes coming from a place of desperation, even though I'm not desperate, because I know how great I am, but I really need this to work. Like, someone please, like, help me, is kind of the energy I'm getting with this Eight of Swords. But as you keep doing the work, because you're not giving up, Pisces, and that's what's wonderful, is that everything, all the challenges, all the mental conflict, all the not being clear on exactly what you're supposed to be doing, all this feeling, all this, like I said, thoughts, feeling, I feel like there's just this relief. It's like it's finally closing. That chapter is closing because you're stepping into this King of Wands energy. And you've got a Queen of Wands with this King of Wands. So it's interesting. You might find for some of you that you do get someone that comes on in with an offer and an opportunity, okay? But what is interesting here, and what I love so much, I feel like going after what you need to go after, Pisces, you had to really step into your masculine energy to go after it, to get it done. You know, that's like very masculine energy when it comes into business. And then sometimes, especially if you are a woman, you might find too that sometimes that can be the masculine energy sometimes can become too much and can rock you off your feet, okay? And that can impact when it comes to your relationships and things like that, because sometimes we don't step out of that. But what I feel is happening here is that you shift more and balance into your feminine energy, which is very attractive, which calls in more of what it is that you want because you've achieved it, okay? So it's a very different energy, but I feel one that's very balanced out, and you're starting to attract more in of what it is that you want, because you've achieved the results, you've set the standard, you know what you want, you know what you're going after, and it started to happen. And then here it's like full creativity, full calling in, receiving, and just stepping up in a new way with new interests, but a new way of doing things, because you can set a new foundation now, or a stronger foundation, and build up because you've set a strong one here. And so it's kind of like, if you think of the different Legos that you can build, because that's a visual I'm getting. I think, you know, think of when you start building something with Lego, sometimes they're not all the same color. You might have the first foundation a certain color or a certain, you know, construction, because that's what makes it solid. And then what you choose to build, keep further building, there can be more creativity involved. And I feel that's what you end up bringing here. But what's really wonderful when you further add on to that, again, with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, there is more opportunities arriving. There is, I don't know if you're stepping into a mentorship role, or someone's coming through to really help you scale even further. So for a lot of you, this is around your career, around building something that you want and you desire. I feel like you're getting someone who's coming in the mix, who's going to really help you build even further, okay? So I'm feeling the word like scalability is what is coming here. And I feel like someone who's very grounded, and you feel they feel very warming, okay? So this is great. And they're going to be delivering some awesome news for you, okay? They're going, it's interesting because I feel like if this is not a teacher, a mentor, this could also be like another person who maybe does something similar to you, or has a lot of connections, or something of that nature, because I feel like they're bringing something to you, bringing something together. So this could be an opportunity, and that's the news that's coming on in. Again, that's going to help you scale, or help you promote, or whatever it is, like whether it's related to a promotion. This has got to do with financial stability, but bringing it together. It's interesting because, you know, most of the time we think of a table with 4 legs, but when you actually do, if you're into science, and I know this is really nerdy, but the reason I want to share this is that 3 legs, obviously not on a rectangle table, but the notion of 3 is actually stronger than the 4 legs, okay, with obviously the right table. But that's something to remember. 3 is a very strong concept of connection and stability. And if you want to look that up in science, maybe I didn't explain it properly, but that was the visual that Spirit was giving me, that the three legs, and when you pop it on 3 legs, you know, think of a tripod as well. Why do they have a 3-point tripod? And it's stable, right? So that's kind of what is coming on in here. Now let's just get a few more on where this is heading. Thank you. Let's get some more clarity here on the Tower. I don't want that many, thank you. But we did have the Ace of Swords, just so you can see it, but I'm going to pop it back in. Okay. Can you get some more clarity on the Tower? Thank you. Okay. So, you've got the Five of Wands, the Fool, okay? So, I feel what's happening along the way with potential growth, Pisces, and making decisions, and as you're moving forward, you know, things come up in conflict, and it's not a bad thing. What I feel is happening here, it's like, what is it that you need to focus on to get the result that you desire? It's interesting when you look at this Five of Wands energy. They're two of the same animal, I guess you can say. They're both leopards, but they have different colors and they have different spots. So sometimes your view, their view, can be different but head the same direction. Okay, so I feel here it's just like, take a moment, like, to really consider what it is that you are in conflict about. Is it a way of doing things to get to a certain destination, or you have a totally different vision and destination? And I think, you know, there's things that you can take from each thing to make it work. So how can you compromise to create a healthy, I don't even think this is a competition. I think sometimes people want to be in charge, but the reality is that you are in charge, but maybe you have other people around you who have final decisions or who have quite a significant influence. Okay, so this is just something that's coming on in here to consider. But with the full energy, I think what's great here is that you're planning to take on some form of, well, I don't know, so let's go for it, right? Because there may be something new for you that you're not 100% familiar with, so you're relying on other people as part of this, and maybe that's why you're in conflict, because you're trying to play it a little safe, but you end up taking this leap. And I think with this leap too, there's a part of you that is releasing an old version of you, okay? A version of you that is, there's a little bit of, I feel a little bit of fear here, because you just want it to work, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like this energy is just sitting around a little bit. But just remember, you've already built this solid foundation, okay? The foundation is very solid here. So what's going on in the mind is kind of what I'm thinking here. What's going on with your mind and creativity is kind of what's coming on through. And I feel what's interesting is, like, you might even get a download of something that just like totally awakens you, is just like, holy shit, I know exactly what to do next. So this could be in relation to this little debate, little bit of, you know, back and forth energy that you're having with a decision. I do feel for some of you, this is about taking things in a certain direction. This could be in regards to a career, to a client, maybe, you know, moving towards something or someone. But I do feel this is very career related with this Wands energy about. But what's really interesting, whatever happens, is that you're coming into balance, you're coming into harmony, you're coming into, you know, connection that brings peace with it, okay? This is a very peaceful, balanced energy. So whatever conflict there has, whatever leap that you end up taking, it's like you start looking at things from a different perspective. Things don't need to always be difficult. How can you turn the conversation around to be supportive, more supportive for yourself? And what I love about this, again, even more, is that we wrap up with the Emperor energy. So someone, you know, that has this wisdom, knowingness, trust. And I feel like you're shifting into this energy, Pisces, as this leader. But what's also, I feel for some of you, and I know this is totally random, but I feel like if you've got a father figure around, or this could even be like spirit, like from the other side, is letting you know like how proud they are of you. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from this. This is, yeah, I feel like this is fatherly energy, and just letting you know that they're very proud of you, that you have done this, that you have made this happen, that you've accomplished this. And I feel for some of you, it's like that, you know, they're sorry that they're not around, but they're here supporting you energetically. And I feel for those that are on this earth field that, you know, again, your parent is super proud of you. Your father figure, or someone who is kind of like a father figure, is here supporting you and has got your back, and they couldn't be more prouder of how far that you've come. And that's the energy that I'm getting here. I'm just going to get a few more from Spirit on what else do you need to know to best support yourself at this time. So we've got the Eight of Cups, the King of Coins, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Wonderful, Pisces. This is about you moving towards your fulfillment, which we are very aware of that, and getting to your King of Coins energy, stable, strong, financially powerful, financially, you know, independent, one that is, you know, a provider, a leader, and holds this, I feel richness. That's where you're heading. That's what's coming, okay, along with the stability and success. And it's creating that place of happiness, this place of doing things that have deep meaning, going after the things that you actually want, but one that is like fun and connected, okay? And that's the Four of Wands energy. I know for some, you know, consider it like part of creating that happy home, happy life, family, marriage event. And it could be that that's what happens a part of the journey for you, is that there's more opportunities to attend certain things, okay, that help support your brand, that help support, you know, when I say brand, your brand can be you, it can be a business, it can be a company, but I'm thinking more of yourself, that helps you, you know, create more status for yourself, or gets you more connected. And with this Nine of Wands energy, I love a Nine of Wands energy. I think it's quite profound. What I'm getting with this one is that, yeah, you're still working it. You're still be doing the work behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. You are prepared to do what you need to do to make this successful. And Spirit's letting you know, like, you know where to place certain things. You know what to do, what action to take. And if it's not clear now, you will know exactly what you need to do to make it happen. But you're right on the tip of the iceberg, okay? This is, I think that's what's come to mind here with Spirit. You're at the tip of the iceberg. So there is so much going on underneath that you may not be aware of. All the work that you've done in the past, everything, you can only see this right now, but you've done all the work here, and everything is going to be, you know, it's kind of like that iceberg effect, if you're familiar with that. But yeah, there's a lot of goodness happening, and I feel you're going to start seeing the results from everything that you've done recently in the past that truly supports your time and your future going forward in a very stable, financially successful, meaningful life, Pisces. So I'm very excited for you. I'm going to leave that with you, dear ones. Again, appreciate you. Have a great day and a great week ahead, and keep believing and trusting in yourself. Much love. Catch you later.